Good morning, everyone. This is me, Abhilasha, your favorite VRC mentor, and I'm back again with yet another episode of Mornings with the Hindu. So, of course, I've been teaching for the last 22 years. I've qualified exams like CAT and ZAT and so on. I come to you daily at 9 a.m. Remember to connect with me on Telegram using Abhilasha English. That's my Telegram handle. Also, if you haven't yet joined us on Unacademy, use AbhiCat. That's my 10% discount code. So, whenever you take a course, you will get a 10% discount on using AbhiCat. That's my referral code for you guys. The National Scholarship Test is happening every weekend, and this Sunday again, it's the test of a full length test. Guys, the test is happening from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Remember that. Proper full length CAT pattern test. Let's hope you guys do very well in that. Okay, let's get started. The cyclone came this week in South India and it has wreaked havoc, but not as much as last time. So here we are talking about the cyclone storm warnings on the weather forecast. Cyclone Nivar raised fears of another epic disaster for millions of coastal residents in the south, but its passage over land near Puducherry early on November 26 was less destructive than anticipated. The reported loss of at least 3 lives in a relatively low toll for such a large-scale weather system, although property and agriculture have suffered considerable damage from the fierce winds and massive volume of rain it dumped in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. Citizens and the government were fearful of a deluge that could be a repeat of the 2015 flood which killed a few hundred people, and they overcame COVID-19 fatigue to prepare for the worst. There was also a welcome emphasis on periodic alerts and warnings. The IMD has been getting better at forecasting slow moving linear tropical cyclones in the Bay of Bengal, and multiple satellites now provide cyclone data. The deployment of over 2 dozen NDRF teams and disaster management equipment along the coast reassured civic agencies. Not everyone escaped Nivar with a minor penalty, however, and for suburban Chennai, the peak one-day rainfall of 31 centimeters in Tambaram wrought destruction, mirroring what happened 5 years ago. In smaller inland towns have also suffered inundation and severe losses. The aftermath now presents an opportunity to make a full assessment, not just for distribution of relief, but also to understand the impacts of extreme monsoon weather. The Tamil Nadu government has shown alacrity in handling the acute challenge of severe weather event which has occurred in the run-up to the assembly election due next year. Chief Minister Idapadi K. Palaniswamy made field visits, and in parallel the DMK as the lead opposition mounted its own relief operations. What must worry the two major parties is that periodic papering of the cracks does not offer a sustainable solution to Chennai's evident civic decay. There is extensive documentation on the loss of its floodplains, lakes and peri-urban wetlands to encroachment, a key factor that is exacerbating monsoon flooding. This land grab is made possible by the benign indulgence of successive governments. What is more, governments have not shown the rigor to collect and publish data on annual flooding patterns and measure the peak flows in the neglected rivers and canals to plan remedies. Appalling indifference to land use norms has spawned an amorphous housing sector characterized by inflated speculative prices but no foundation of civic infrastructure. To keep Tamil Nadu competitive, governments and local bodies should hardwire urban planning and invest heavily for a future of frequent disruptive weather. Going to happen. So Cyclone Nivar was less destructive than was expected. It is not as bad as the last one. Extreme weather can be understood. Tamil Nadu government showed alacrity, exacerbation of monsoon flooding due to mismanagement of land, and of course there is extreme indifference to land norms. Let's look at the question. The question number 1, the writer of the passage will agree with each of the following except Tamil Nadu government has done good work. DMK was showed up by the government. Loss of floodplains is exacerbating monsoon flooding and there is apathy to land use norms. Let's take a look at this question. Hey everyone, very good morning. Let me say hi. Anamika, Kriti, Supragya, Rao, Surbhi. Good morning you guys. Wonderful to have all of you. Shashwat, good morning. All right, very quickly, the writer of the passage will agree with each of the following except. Remember, agree plus accept is disagree. So that is a very simple one. So agree plus accept is equal to disagree, and therefore you get your answer by using that. So Tamil Nadu government has done good work is something that the writer will agree. DMK was loss of floodplains is exacerbating monsoon flooding. Agree. There is apathy to land use norms. Agree. And therefore the correct answer will be B. DMK was showed up by the government. That means the government proved itself to be superior to DMK. Now that's something that the passage does not mention. And therefore the correct answer will be B. Guys, remember, agree plus accept. Tamil Nadu government has done good work in the cyclone. Yes, the passage very clearly says that they did. They worked with alacrity. So correct answer was B, that DMK was showed up by the government. That the writer has not said, and he doesn't intend to say that also. Okay, so B is the correct answer. Alright, each of the following is true according to the passage except. Again, true plus except will be false. So we already know that. Only 3 lives were lost in the cyclone. Massive rains occurred in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. A few hundred were killed in the 2015 flood. Tambaram and other towns suffered severe losses. So only 3 lives were lost in the cyclone. Massive rains occurred in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. A few hundred were killed in 2015 flood. This has been mentioned in the passage. So this of course is true. Tambaram and other towns suffered severe losses is also true according to the passage. Okay. Massive rains occurred in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry is also true according to the passage. Only 3 lives were lost in the cyclone. Yes, this is the one that is false. So therefore correct answer is A. Yes, Shashwat, very good. Excellent. Guys, you have to start reading the Hindu editorials every single day. Okay. Alright, what does the writer want to say in the passage? Better town planning will help in disaster management. India has been able to manage all disasters well. Cyclones are the most destructive forces. NDRF is most helpful during earthquakes. What is it that the writer wanted to say in the passage? What was the theme of the passage? When you're looking at what does the writer want to say, you know that you're looking at the theme of the passage or the main idea or of the passage. So very quickly, what is the theme or the main idea? Better town planning will help in disaster management. India has been able to manage all disasters well. Cyclones are the most destructive forces. NDRF is most helpful during earthquakes. Very quickly, yes, better town planning will help in disaster management. That is what the writer wanted to say in this passage. B, C and D, not so much. Earthquakes, we did not know. They are the most destructive forces. Again, I have to eliminate this. Manage all disasters well. Again, we'll have to eliminate this because you have such extreme words like all, like most. So, of course, we cannot use any of these. So, best answer A. Very good. Yes, I can see lots of A's. Rao, Pooja, Vinay, Disha, Anamika, Shashwat, Surbhi, Kriti, Supragya. Very good. Excellent, you guys. Very good. Alright, the tone of the writer towards cyclone Nivar is that of fear, relief, frustration or hatred. So he's spoken of the cyclone, and what was that predominant feeling that the writer expressed about the cyclone? So clearly it was not hatred and clearly it was not frustration. We understand that he was not frustrated and he doesn't hate it. He did not even fear it, because where has the writer mentioned fear? So he has not mentioned any fear. So relief was the predominant feeling that the writer has, because he feels that thank God not much destruction was wreaked by the cyclone. Also because of the readiness of the state, it was quite easy to save lives. So there is that sense of relief that the writer has expressed in the passage. Yes, very good. I can see a lot of B's happening there. Disha, Shashwat, Anamika, Pooja, Supragya, Rao, Surbhi. Very good. So yes, very good. Alright, what is the antonym of benign? Is it malignant? Is it innocuous? Is it harmless? Is it innocent? Very quickly, guys. What is the antonym of benign? Is it malignant, innocuous, harmless or innocent? Benign, remember I have told you these two roots earlier also. There is one ben and there is one root called mal. The root ben is a very positive root. The root mal is a negative root. Ben means good. Okay, mal means bad. So the minute you see the root ben, you know it's going to be something good. And when you see mal, you know it is going to be something bad. And therefore directly, without doing anything much, you know that these have to be the antonyms, and therefore the correct answer is A. Okay. Innocuous, harmless and innocent are all synonyms, and therefore nothing to do with our question here. What is the meaning of indifference to norms as in the passage? Is it concern over rules? Is it apathy towards laws? Is it revenue norms? Is it cross-wired? Come on, guys. Guys, remember to like also the session. All right, what is the meaning of indifference to norms? Quickly. So indifference, that means you don't care. So it cannot be concern clearly. Okay. It has to be lack of concern or apathy. So therefore the correct answer will be apathy towards laws. It cannot be concern. Indifference है ना? तो इसलिए करेक्ट आंसर होगा बी. रेवेन्यू नॉर्म्स की बात नहीं कर रहा है, क्रॉस वायर्ड की बात नहीं कर रहा है. Good morning, Abhishek. I'm good. How are you? So, guys, the correct answer will be B, apathy towards laws. You're looking at the meaning of this phrase, huh? Indifference to norms, lack of care towards laws. Okay, so that. Yes, B is the correct answer. What does run up mean? Is it the starting up point? Is it the practice? Is it take off? Is it order in? In the run up to the elections. So what are we saying? So, of course, it cannot be order in. It cannot be take off also. It cannot be practice also. So, clearly the startup or the beginning point. Okay, that's the run up. Or better, we should say pre-beginning point. Okay. Pre-startup is the correct, best answer. Okay. So, yes. So, A. In the run up to the election. So, startup. Alright, what does the word remedies mean? Remedy, of course, is a solution clearly. So, therefore, answer will be A. Not reservation, not problem, not diversion. Okay, very good. Disha, Supragya, Pooja, Rao, Anamika, Shashwat, Kriti, and should be very good. So I forgot to give you time for this question, guys. In my ridiculous way. Yes, I can see a lot of correct answers. So Abhishek, Pooja, Ayush, Supragya, very good. Yes. Alright, let's look at the words in this passage. There were lovely words here today. So epic. Epic is a very long saga, a very long story. Or also epic is something that is amazing. In a very casual way, you use the word epic. Overland, of course, is on land. Fierce is very strong or powerful. Okay, we are fierce warriors. Deluge, of course, is heavy rain. Fatigue, of course, is tiredness. Linear, of course, in a line. Suburban is away from the city. Okay, surrounding the city. Inundation, of course, is flooding. Alacrity, of course, is speed, how quickly you do everything. Sustainable is something that can be maintained. Okay. Or saved. It is peri-urban wetland. So wetlands are marshy areas which are around, and peri-urban means around, circumferencing the city. Okay. So wetlands that are around the city. So marshes surrounding the city. Okay. Rigor. So hard work. Appalling is shocking. Spawned has given birth to. Okay. And hardwired is to fix in your mind. Okay. Or strengthen. make something very powerful. Okay, that's the correct answers. All right, guys, remember to learn these words. Like we said, 3650. If that's the target, you can do this within like what, a year, less than a year, because if we do 10 words every day, you'll end up with more than with 3650 words exactly. And if you do more than 10, which is what we do every day, you will end up with many more words that you will learn by the end of the year. All right, guys, today, by the way, the sessions are very limited. So because tomorrow is CAT. So one, I wanted to wish all of you, my students, all the best for CAT. Remember that. Today we will only have the 4:30 session for CAT 21. So 4:30 p.m. 30 hours to CAT is the last session where we will do a small test, and then we will have a chit chat session after that. And at 7 p.m. my guys, CAT 21. Please remember, you have a session with me where we're going to be discussing sentence structures. We have missed this. I had postponed this class earlier. So that's the session that we will continue with. So we will continue with what we were doing yesterday. I think we were doing nouns and pronouns. So we will carry on with that today at 7 p.m. Guys, also at 8 p.m. we will be doing some fun activity for the CAT 2020 students. Wait for it. I'll send out the message in the group. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice day. I will see you today evening. Adios, everyone. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Let's crack it.